If you can hear me, but today's little journey heading back up to Ebor seems to be the flavour of the month for me, or the year I suppose. 2 big trips, and this is not a big trip, 2 couple of trips. I'm going to see my mate Big Dave, you saw in the last video. He's coming down for the night. He's going to come and stay at home. We're going to have a bit of fellowship with Dave, bit of a yarn. Had a conversation with him last night. It's all good, but you know, as they say in the Bible, iron sharpens iron. So mates sharpen mates, and if you can help out a mate, that's the best way to do it. Have them over for a dinner. Probably 2.5, 3 hour ride for Dave, so I'll go up to Ebor and we'll meet him up there. We're waiting for a bit of roadworks. I tried to pull up in the shade, but I couldn't. But, as you can see, our mate there in the radio, he's got a bit of shade over there. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the journey going along. And we'll see where this video takes us and how we go. Enjoy. I'll stop recording in a little bit. It's pretty warm, so the battery will run out pretty quick. Might have to move over. So yeah, we're bored up going up the mountain, mate. move the truck.
Turn that water truck on.
And I'm going to start with the quick fire questions because I don't know what to ask him. Cat or dog?
Either.
Yeah, you're a cat or dog person. Yep.
Yeah,
Either.
just animal.
Beach or bush?
Bush.
Ford or Holden?
Holden.
Good, because if you said Ford, I wouldn't talk to you again.
Forward.
Conversation's over. See you later.
I love it. I love it.
Hotels or camping?
Camping.
Summer or winter?
Oh, that's hard. Well, summer for riding, winter for living.
Righto. What flavour milkshake do you like? Now,
Chocolate.
I was putting in chocolate milkshake or vanilla, but everybody
said it was fast money.
Everybody wanted to do other things, and I don't even know why I'm doing this in with you. If you could grant one wish, what would it be? If I could grant you one wish, what would it be?
World peace.
World peace? Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I think keeps my wishes out. It's crashed and burned already.
If you could have superpowers, what would they be?
Strength.
You've already got that.
More strength.
More strength. If you could go back and tell your teenage self a piece of advice, what would it be?
I probably can't put that on camera. Oh yeah, I'm okay. Yep.
Interrupted by the waitress. If you could get
Wasn't rudely interrupted.
Oh, was
She
it?
doing her
Serving
job.
us our lunch. I'm okay with that rudeness at any point.
If you could go back and tell yourself, a teenage self, a piece of advice, what would it be?
Take a little bit more time to think about stuff.
Righto. What is your entrance song? You know, you're going into a big fight or walking into a room. What's the song that you?
A big fight would probably be something like Eye of the Tiger. I don't know, very 80s. An entrance song to introduce me. Jeepers. I love all the 80s rock, the ballads, soft metal-y sort of stuff. So I'm getting back into all the old, like Def Leppard, and never really was into that as a young fella. So the ballads.
Can't really get into this, but yeah, the ballads, right?
Something like that.
Okay. What are you wearing? Who's your stylist this morning?
I'm wearing a t-shirt from Lowe's that's been printed with my Long Riders stuff. I'm wearing a vest that I bought from Harley in Coffs, and I'm wearing a pair of pants that were specially made Kevlar pants from Mallee Bull in Armdale.
There you go. Well, there you go.
And a pair of hokey shoes, Hawkeye or whatever they call them.
Alright, so I've started this interview around the wrong way. We've started the quick fire questions first. Now we're going to see, who is this man? Who are you? Introduce yourself to the people of YouTube, as I like to call them.
Okay, I'm Dave, affectionately known as Big Dave for many years. I'm a primary school teacher. I ride with Christian Motorcycle Club Long Riders. Love to have fun, love four-wheel drive and anything outdoors. Passionate Christian, love God, and love getting out and just talking to people, hanging out with people. I'm a people person.
Hang out. He is a people person, and you know they have the saying on the T-shirt. You know, your good friends will help you plan the murder. Good friends will help you bury, or better friends will help you bury the body. But in this case, it's friends will help you plan the murder. Good friends will help you hide the body, but best friends like this one here will sit in jail with me next to me and say, "What just happened, mate?"
I don't know what we did. What's the matter? Hey, boss, what are we doing here?
Well, boo-boo. So, how long you been riding for?
I've been riding since I was 5. First stepped on a bike when I was 5. Loved it on the properties. Rode on properties. The day of my the very first day that I was able to get my motorcycle licence, I got my bike licence, and I've ridden
Before that he rode
predominantly, yes I did, for a long time, and then even afterwards I've continued that poor fashion of, I've ridden my whole life. My preference is to ride over drive, and I rode full time for probably about a decade, only get in the car when I'm taking the family about, but yeah, love riding.
So you want to know, this is Dave's second time being with the Long Riders, back when he was a young fella, that's right. How long ago was that, the first time you...
I was a part of Long Riders when they turned over into Long Riders. They were originally in Newcastle, they were Christian Riders. I associated with them, and they were in processes of talking to Long Riders about changing over. So I was there when they changed over to Long Riders. There was 5 members initially, and 2 fellas nommed immediately, and 3 months later myself and my best mate back then and in the day, Heppy, we both nommed up. So I was there when it started in Newcastle, and I was there till 2002, so that was 4 years, and then I had a bad bike accident and I was away from the bike scene I probably didn't ride for about 6 years, and then I got my old bike back and tinkered with that, and it took me about 2 years to put that back together, and I started riding again and immediately wanted to reassociate with the club. So a good group of blokes.
Yeah. And so it's going on about 5 years since we've really known each other. I've actually met Dave before, a long time ago in Armidale. We didn't really connect, and I said to him, I met you before, and I told him how I went to see a bird in Armidale, and he was at her place. And I really now wish that we sort of could have expanded on the connection, but you know, we've become good mates, and as you've seen in the video footage, Dave rides a fat boy.
Fat boys for life. It's our motto.
What you gotta do? What you gotta do?
When they come for you.
Fat boys. Sorry, I don't even have a day job, so I can't give it up. I've known Dave for a while. Dave struggled a little bit, you know, as we all do, and we said come for a ride. We went and seen him. You've seen the past video where we had lunch with him, and I said come over, and he did. So I went and met him. You've seen the footage. I'll have to cut half of this out because I'm rambling. So yeah. So and you've been a Christian all your life?
I grew up in a Christian home. I made a personal profession of faith at 11, and I've always been in church. I've always loved God. I've not always loved church. I've not always loved the way people are in church, which is why I absolutely love this ministry, because it's ministry to people out on the street.
It's grassroots stuff, isn't it?
It is, and I love that. It's just real. You know, you're meeting people where they're at. You're being attentive to them and their needs rather than telling them what they want. I love having a yarn about who are you, where you're at. You know, if you had the opportunity for some help, what would it be? What would it look like? But Christian for a long time, and I do believe that I've seen God touching some lives and doing some pretty cool things, so I like to do it as often as I'm able.
That's good. No worries. That's great. I'll ask Miss Roxy sitting over here, as she is, just on the phone. She's good at questions. What do you want to ask Dave? You got any questions you want to ask Dave?
Are there any standout moments for you in Long Riders that keep you committed?
And he's the lovely waitress that
Thank you very much.
I reckon interrupted us, but she wasn't rude. They're
love
lovely.
to
They're good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are there any standout moments of being part of the Long Riders that keep you with the Long Riders?
That's why I brought up.
I think probably more than moments, it's individuals.
Yep.
There are guys that I have met in the club who are, they're just, they're real, they're solid, they love God, and they're really genuine. So probably, I mean, I have had a lot of moments where there has been really amazing things that have happened and so on. But I think more than anything, it's just the fellowship. It was the first time I ever found a group. As a Christian, I always felt like a square peg in a round hole.
Yep.
Just didn't quite fit, and that was me. And then I met these guys, and then all of a sudden it was like, this is just it. This is real. I could be myself. I could relax and get out and be a bit of an idiot on my bike at times, and we could have a laugh. And there was always that. There's wisdom in the club. There's older fellas who I needed as a young fella who was a bit mental. So yeah, look, I think just the fellowship, the accountability. I love accountability because, particularly as men, I think we need it. So I love the accountability and just the authenticity. We're just real. We're how we come. We accept one another.
Okay, so this is for the ladies aspect of it. A lot of these groups are all geared towards men, and I have no issues with that. But do you also invite women through with it as well, or are they just considered partners to members?
Well, it's a great question. Initially, when I was involved with the club 20 odd years ago, it was always, it has always been a family club. It's always been a family club. Blokes have brought their kids along to runs and stuff like that. And it's always been geared at, we need an environment where particularly young boys, have people that they can look up to and stuff like that.
Well, girls don't tend to get in as much trouble as boys.
That's true. So I think we used to do a lot of partners, like family barbecues and things like that, special outings where wives, kids were all welcome to come. Since I've been a part of Northern Chapter, it doesn't happen often because we're so massively widespread.
Yep.
Bundaberg down to Roscoe, down at the north of Swan Bay. Scotty and I are inland, so we cover a massive distance. So not often do we all get together, but we have. Our meetings are for the members only.
But you have no women riders per se?
No, but we do. In our constitution there is allowances for women's representatives and stuff like that. So I haven't seen a lot of, not since I was in Newcastle. Newcastle, when we started, we did a lot of family stuff.
Yep.
And that's probably a bit easier because they're close.
And I will say, I've never had any issues when I've ridden with you guys, and no one has singled me out or said, no, you're not allowed to be here or anything like that. So I'm just stating that.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see whether there is that component where it would be possibly part of the future, maybe for long riders or not.
Look, we are sort of starting to look at more community engagement stuff. Scotty and I in Armidale, there's now 2 Scotties in Armidale and myself. We're looking at trying to do some stuff up there, and we'd just like to set up social run where absolutely anyone, we don't care, even if you don't have a bike, if you want to come along in a car, we're thinking about doing a ride somewhere to a nice country pub or something, hanging out, having lunch, riding back, but just the opportunity to connect with people. And we do have, my daughter has a bike, Scotty's wife has a bike, so there's a number of people up there that do want to ride as well, and our heart is to provide a safe run. I come from the old school days where we put a run truck behind a run whenever we do it, so if someone gets into trouble, we can guarantee we can pick them up and bring them back. We're not leaving people behind. We're hoping to do a lot more and be a lot more community minded. We are a motorcycle club, which is a male only membership, but that doesn't mean that we're not part of community and serving community. So very much.
Do you know of any female Christian cycle clubs?
No, I don't know that I do.
I've got to answer that. No, there's not. There's, as far as I'm aware,
I'm just trying to include these lady riders.
And we love the lady riders. Don't get me wrong. We have some in the Salvation Army.
If there's any lady riders who are, I'm also interested in lady riders. So yes, please feel
Very
free
keen.
to say hello to Dave, bigdave.com.
Dave's looking for love.
He's not desperate.
No, not at all.
So as far as I know, there's no rules or regulations set around the motorcycle clubs or the riders, but they're unwritten rules, and it's frowned on for women to have a back patch, and I know that there is
I've
one.
got plenty of patches on mine or butterflies.
Yes, she's got butterflies everywhere. You've probably seen her. But there's
Flutterboys.
But there's one Sisters of Steel, I think they're called, that they've been given the okay by the guys to wear.
Turkey.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we're all turkeys.
So, yeah.
How are you, mate?
Brother?
Good.
Who's having beef burger?
Yeah, I've got the
and I'm
beef.
chicken.
Ex-champ.
Love your work.
Just get
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Champ.
So we just got our lunch, lovely beef burger. If you want to know where we're at the Butter Factory at Bellingen. Lovely place. Birds around. There's some gift shops and different things like that around. So if you're in the Bellingen area, or you want to come for a ride, it's a great ride from Coffs Harbour and all that. Come up here, have a ride. Come and have a say good day to the young fella here.
Hey, hi guys.
So, yeah. But getting back to that, I know we've got women in our Salvation Army motorcycle ministry, but they don't wear a back patch. Out of that respect for the culture that we're riding in.
Sure, you know, there's ladies in Armidale
But I think
and
it's
stuff
time
who
to
do.
change that culture though too. I think it's time to change some cultures.
I think the back patch, the outlaw scene, has been very
Male orientated.
well. It has for many years, but motorcycle ministries, rather than the motorcycle club,
Yeah.
there are lots of those that are sprouting up, and I know CMA in Armidale Gyra has several ladies who ride with them, and CMA now have used on the back. They've got the back thing. So there's several up there that do have the back patch.
Yep.
So yeah,
Well, that's our interview. I knew I shouldn't have brought her along because she throws a spanner in the works all the time.
I think I rolled with it quite well, didn't I, Roxy?
Of course you did.
We
know.
did well.
Very well,
Yeah,
eh?
just
And I hope
Rob's
you
a
heard
bit of
her.
an issue. But, yeah.
Just remember, Dave's on the lookout for love. So any lady riders out there, give him a call.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I'll give free hugs too if required.
We're gonna enjoy our
Dave gives
lunch.
good hugs too.
We'll enjoy our lunch and thanks, guys.
Bless ya.
Wet, it's always slippery.
So we've just had lunch and Big Dave's going to go home to Armidale now. So we're just going to say goodbye to Big Dave and we'll probably end the video here. I don't know. I might add something in. But anyway, we'll see you next time. See you, brother. Bless ya.